everyone, welcome to Mama from Scratch. My name is Emily and today I'm going to be sharing with you my DIY Christmas mantle. I am super excited. I've been waiting for weeks to share this video with you, but I was just waiting on the hardware so I could actually mount the mantle onto the wall. Oh my goodness. We ended up running into a couple hiccups. So in case you were new here, we just moved into this house a little over a month ago and I'm slowly making my way around the house, decorating it in general, but also for Christmas time. So if you've missed those videos, they'll be linked down in the description box below for you to check out next. The house is coming along beautifully, and one of the things that we really wanted to do in this space was a floating aged driftwood mantle, and I ended up finding a beautiful piece of barnwood and it's gorgeous. And so I ended up having to cut it down because I didn't want it to be a foot out of the wall, but rather about 6.5 inches or so. And then I took two different types of wire brushes to it to give it even more of an aged look. And then I sanded it all down so there'd be no splinters, and then put a clear flat sealer over the wood, and it turned out gorgeous. Once that was dry, the hardware finally came, so we ended up boring the holes out on the back of the mantle for that, as said to do, and we mounted everything onto the wall, went to go push the mantle onto the wall, and it would not go. So we ended up boring the holes a little bit larger than we were supposed to, so it would go, and it still would not go on. We realized after measuring everything, looking at the level and the way things were, the bracket has 3 of the middle rods were welded on crooked in different directions. Basically, that was the end of that project. I can't really work with the rods being different directions because the guide they gave me drills straight, not crooked, and then trying to figure out which direction everything is just kind of irritating and just honestly frustrating. So we're gonna put that off till later time till I can find something else, a different rod system to use to put the mantle onto the wall. So I'm sorry that I don't have that to share with you today. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing a glimpse of what the mantle looked like and everything. Believe me, I'm a little more than frustrated with it. So we're just gonna move on, and you know what, I realize not everybody has a mantle, but a lot of people do have fireplaces or electrical fireplaces, and they want to decorate with those for Christmas as well. So we're gonna do just that. So hopefully you'll get some ideas from today's video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit the subscribe button. I've got lots of DIY and home projects still to do this house. We're a long way from finished, believe me, and hopefully you guys will enjoy being along that journey. So with that, I'm going to show you all the items that we're going to be using to decorate this beautiful wall. I am going to be removing this tree and adding something else there, so we will get to that once we get the area decorated first. I'm just going to start by taking the command strip sticky parts and attaching those to the wall about every foot or so. An inch or so above where my tile is. And this is all personal preference. You just need to figure out how big some of your items are and go from there. Is to take whatever greenery or garland you're using and attach that to your little hooks here. Black portion of my wall is 6 feet. And these are 6 feet, but as you can tell, they don't quite make it. So I always suggest getting 2 pieces of garland if you want a more layered, fuller look. And so I'm not going to go directly on this one. I actually want this one to droop down here on the side. So I'm going to start about halfway here. I'm going to add this one on top of the other one. Don't really want this going all the way down the wall. It's totally personal preference. So I'm actually going to flip mine back upward here, and then it will actually give a slightly fuller look to this area, and I'll just kind of interweave the greenery there so it stays, but then it kind of acts as a nice, kind of cascades down a little bit better now. Now just take your garland and kind of fluff it up and out a little bit. That way, you know, you don't just see the stems and everything. You actually see something pretty to look at. I was going to stretch these bells all the way across, but I cannot get them untangled. And they kind of hang in a nice little pattern here, so I think I'm just going to leave them the way they are. And again, work with it. It seems to be a common theme for today's video, is just work with it. The ribbon I got from Joann's. It's a black velvet. I picked it up also in a nice beautiful hunter green color, and so I think I might add both of these to the mantle. Last year from Hobby Lobby, and it's a 12-foot strand, so I don't need that quite that much, but I thought they would look pretty up here. So I'm just going to kind of slowly weave this through the garland. Original plan of the mantle actually being there, I was going to add these metal reindeer up here on the side. I thought those would be really pretty, especially against the black wall and everything, but now I have nothing to set them on, so I'll probably just use them on the coffee table or maybe even in the kitchen. I just think they're really pretty. I'm kind of bummed I can't use them, but again, rolling with punches here. The garland looks really pretty on there with just the bells and the ribbon, but this garland is a darker green, which makes it harder to show up here on the black fireplace. So I think I am going to take some of those gold picks and add them into the garland, just to kind of highlight the garland just a little bit more so it pops out of the wall a little bit. I don't want it to be, too hidden looking. You add picks, just kind of interweave them a little bit if you can, so it doesn't look like they're just sitting there. I will get those in a second. I'm hoping it's not broken. Definitely well packaged, so that's a good thing. Wall anchors, not too happy about that, but oh well. It should be fine, hopefully. Right, moment of truth. Did Emily measure right? Usually I do. Oh, this thing's heavy. This thing is pretty dirty. a little bit too high because you can see the plug on the wall below it. Didn't look at that part. I was looking at the height, not the bottom of it, but you know, whatever. Picked up this green blanket at Target and it's so pretty. It has just a teeny bit of sparkle, it looks like, in it. And I think it's going to be beautiful. Layer in this cute little pillow I got from Hobby Lobby. Christmas mantle decorating. I hope you all have enjoyed today's video and hopefully you've gotten some ideas on ways that you can decorate your home. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to be able to inspire and motivate you through everyday life, making your house into a beautiful home. Everything I used in today's video will be linked in the description box below, along with all the other Christmas videos I have done. I have one last one for you, and that'll be coming up on Wednesday. So I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.